Okay, yeah, so this is going to be recorded, but really, I mean, this call, it's not so much like a team call, more so just a, get out there and talk about our goals and start kind of creating our vision boards. And obviously, my vision board always takes me forever to make, but at least it's a starting point and we can all kind of like brainstorm and talk about even where we were at the beginning of the year with our goals and where we are now. So I'm going to share my vision board from last year. So I just made this in PicMonkey. And obviously, so a lot of these are very like push goals. And I think that that's really important because if you don't have push goals, like it's just too easy to stop, right? If you hit your goals 6 months in, then what are you pushing for? And a lot of them, interestingly enough, like I did get David and Diamond, but I didn't get him there by 2016. I did hit Elite, but I wasn't top 50. But then in January of this year, I was top 50, right? So some of these have shifted, but by pushing for those goals at that point, like I was able to get there. SC20 monthly, that was like a really big push goal for me. And once I decided like SC10 wasn't enough and to go for SC20, like it started happening. I just started messaging more people, started pushing harder. 10 new coaches a month. That wasn't really happening probably until January of this year. But it's interesting that a lot of these things that I was really pushing for to hit at the end of last year, even though I may not have hit them, I'm now hitting them the beginning of this year. But I mean, there's nothing spectacular about this vision board. Pre-pregnancy weight. I mean, I did that like I have no idea. I was totally like it's going to take me years to lose a pre-pregnancy weight. But I did have a healthy fit pregnancy and I lost a pregnancy weight. Income goals, so I think when you're thinking about your vision board, I kind of break mine up into 3 categories. So my personal life, and that was like my family of 3 trip to Hawaii, which just didn't happen because we've taken trips elsewhere. But that was like a personal goal is to start doing some like family trips together. And then team goals. So what do I want for my team? Like I want elite coaches, 2 elite team TNT coaches, right? What do you want for your own business? So what do you want in your business centers? Do you want to hit elite? Are you trying to get your husband there? So a lot of mine really did focus on my business goals and my team goals, but I also try to kind of throw in there some family goals as well. And a lot of time those are supported by Beachbody. So if I want to take a family trip to Hawaii, maybe I'm doing that on my Beachbody income or something like that. So they all kind of fit together. But having kind of this board to look at was really good and really helped to push me last year. I will say don't let your board frustrate you or, like if you look at it and you're like, I did not come anywhere close to that. I mean, like I have one, like my first business center superstar. That's 15-star diamond, guys. I made it to 5-star diamond last year by like the skin of my teeth because like the diamond coaches on this team, like thank goodness for like my team TNT diamond coaches because literally we rallied together the last 6 weeks of the year to even just qualify as like a 5-star elite team. I mean, that was like huge team effort. So I was 5-star. I was nowhere close to 15-star, but it's not, I didn't think of it as a failure. When we were pushing for 5-star, it was like, this is incredible that we're doing this, right? That we're getting there. And that momentum, I really believe has helped carry, this team into the new year. All of those coaches who were diamond and really pushed for diamond those last 6 weeks, which the last 6 weeks of the year are hard. Like the holidays are a hard time in Beachbody because no one cares. And they put on big sweaters and they just crappy food. Like there's some hard weeks. So that's hard to hold your diamond rank that whole time. And now all of those coaches that were diamond as of last week, they're all still diamond. So all of them have continued to push their businesses forward. I've continued to push my business forward. So don't let your vision board discourage you. You know, there were things on here that I didn't hit, and you know, you can definitely update your vision board throughout the year. For me, it was time consuming to make in the beginning. So I just, you know, kept it there in front of me and said, hey, I didn't hit it, but I'm going to continue to try to hit it, you know, each month and see where I am at the end of this year. The other thing, if you guys haven't read the 12-week year, so sorry, this book, Get More Done in 12 Weeks and Others Do in 12 Months. So I think I'd mentioned this book before, but this is one of the things that I'm using to kind of help me think about how I'm setting my, I don't know what, David is here. Like there's chaos going on. He's here. Please ignore the noise in the background. But I've been now setting goals in 12-week increments. So I realized last year at the end of the year when I was like, oh my gosh, I have to hit elite. I have to get to 5-star, that like, there were times last year I could have been pushing harder and I just wasn't. And so what was so spectacular about that end of year goal, right? So make something that spectacular every 12 weeks and make sure you're pushing every 12 weeks that hard. And so when you're making your vision board, you know, that's what I'm trying to do is kind of break down. So my end goal for our team at the end of this year for Team TNT is to be an elite top 10 team. So that to me at the end of last year sounded crazy. I finished last year like 133, 113. I don't know, 113. And then now this year at the end of February, we were number 33. So just watching that progression, like I know that that's now possible. Even though it sounded so crazy to me then. And that is, I mean, nothing that spectacular has changed in my business, just the belief and vision that we can do this. And so that's just December to March different. So don't be scared to push and to put down those big, scary goals. Again, I missed Elite Top 50 in December, but I hit it in January, you know? So, you know, kind of keep those things in perspective. But yeah, so I think, you know, for me, I'll just put out there kind of some of my goals. And then if you guys want to talk about your goals and, you know, again, this is just a place to talk and feel free to share, and you can share your frustrations or your fears or anything. My big goal, again, is top 10 for Team TNT. I believe we can do it. I've watched the new coaches. I mean, some of these coaches, of course, I've got like the diamonds that got us to elite last year are incredible. They're having Success Club every month. They're adding new coaches to their team. They're leading by example. So I know those diamond coaches. My goal for those diamond coaches is that they're all at least premier. So I want 5 premier coaches by the end of this year. And again, a lot of my goals now are focused on my team, which means it needs to push me more to be a better leader and provide more resources and training. So my goals are going to be, you know, a little different, but I want 5 premier coaches by the end of the year, 5 new diamond coaches by Summit. This January, February, March, April, this kind of time frame in the beginning is a really great building time. And that push up to Summit is big. And then summer can get a little slow. And then there's like another big push before the holidays, and then holidays get slow. So I'm trying to make sure that I help coaches build to diamond by Summit so that their businesses are stable, they can grow, and then make it through that holiday season and finish as at least stable diamonds, if not those premier coaches. So for those of you who don't know, premier, it has to do with points, but the points will come easily. The hard part is you need 2 diamond coaches beneath you to be a premier coach. So for those coaches who are pushing for diamond right now, if you hit diamond by Summit, I want to say Success Club, if you hit diamond by Summit, hopefully those emerald coaches beneath you then have the time to build to diamond in those next summer, fall months before the slower winter months. So you can get your two diamond coaches beneath you. And that's kind of my thinking right now. And I also really believe that when you become a 2-star I don't believe it. I've seen it. When you become a 2-star, that is really where the income really changes. You're really starting to see a difference from, you're not just making money off of your sales, but you're making the residual income from your team. You've got those team builders beneath you. And so I really want to have coaches by this year who are saying, okay, like I see a full-time income from this, or I am seeing that progression instead of just, it's all on me to make those, the sales and the commission based. So again, that is Premier is like where that 2-star is where you're going to see a change. So my goal is to get 5 coaches there this year, 5 coaches to Diamond by Summit, 5 coaches to Premier by the end of this year. Again, I would love to be Superstar. I had it on my dream board for last year, and I'm going to continue to push for that this year. I don't see any reason not to. I know there's so many coaches on this team right now who could be Diamond. And then, Elite Top 10. My other goals, 10 Success Club qualifiers. So last month on Team TNT, we had 6 Success Club qualifiers. So I would love to get 10 people qualifying for Success Club every month. And again, that just comes down to, I just want to make sure that any coaches that I have I don't want anyone ever, and I say this before coaches even sign up on the team, so you guys have probably all heard it, but I don't want anyone to spend money on this business. I always want you to be making money. Even if it's not a lot, because in the beginning we work for very little, but if you're hitting Success Club, then you're paying for your Shakeology, you're paying your coach fee, and you're making a little bit extra for your time while you're growing your business. So again, my goals for my coaches, I really want people to see income. I know we're here to help people and all that, and it's great, but everyone's working hard. So everyone deserves to be paid for that. And then my Success Club goal every month, it was Success Club 20 last year, and then this year it's Success Club 50, which is just like scary to say and hurts my stomach. I hit it in December, January, February. This month I'm struggling a little more, but I'm still pushing. I still have another group starting next Monday, and I have a sneak peek going right now, and I'm going to do another sneak peek next week. So again, for me, it's about pushing. So I'm going to put all these things on my vision board and then push for those goals and do everything that I can in my power to help my coaches hit their goals. So with that said, again, this is my old vision board. I've not made my new one. But I would love to hear some of your goals. And I know they're all different, right? And I was hesitant to share some of my goals because I don't want them to seem like crazy and just like out of reach, or, make you feel like she's trying to hit Success Club 50 and I'm just trying to hit Success Club 5, right? Like it's not meant, I'm hoping that just these goals can inspire you, because I've only been doing this, 2 years, and these are push goals, but I also think I can do them. And I know that you guys can do it as well, because I'm not doing anything spectacular. So does anyone want to share just a few of their goals and what they're pushing for this year?
I can share mine.
Okay.
So this year I was like peeking over my computer at my vision board from last year and realizing like there's a lot on my vision board from last year that like didn't happen. And so a lot of it is rolling over, and it's like, it's one of those things where you have to like look at yourself and be like, I'm really mad at myself. But then again, realize like, I know that there are things that I can do a little bit differently, and that I have been doing differently that already have like changed the course of my business just from January. Yeah. So, just remember that when you make your vision board, is like Holly said, she missed some things and like she has reached them this month. Like I'm still like far away from a lot of the things on my board, but that's okay. And so this year I decided, like, I got the Shining Year like workbook that gave me like a way to really work through like what I was thinking for my goals for myself. So a lot of like my big goals would be like 2-star by July and then 5-star by the end of the year. So that is like, and those are scary. Like that's Holly's like 50 Success Club for me, is like saying that. And 2-star was on my board for last year. didn't happen. You know, and I think that's like something to remember too. Like I had coaches that were like really working the business, and then all of a sudden it was like they weren't there anymore. And that's okay, and that's going to happen. So that is why I think this year I'm really trying to work with a lot more people instead of like kind of this narrow view of things. But anyway, so I have 2-star by July and then 5-star by December. And those are kind of like my big, like yearly kind of push goals. And then I have on here like some just little things for myself, like to try and keep myself on track for my business, like posting recipes like 3 to 5 times a week and doing a video like 3 to 5 times a week on my Facebook page. So remembering that like, okay, I have these weekly things that I need to be doing, and these are my weekly goals, because if I don't do that, like I'm not going to hit that end piece. I have becoming a live trainer is one of my goals for this year. It was really close to happening, and then family things got in the way, and I couldn't make the weekend for the training. So that is still on here. And then I do have some like money goals for myself. You know, by, what do I have? By December, I want to be doing $1,000 a week. I'm so far away from that. But that's okay. So, you know, I've got like some big push goals that way too. So, and then like, as far as like family and stuff go, like I have some things on here, like screen free time daily for like my entire family. So no TV, no iPads, no phones, no nothing. Just to like hang out every day for a little bit every day without any of that stuff. You know, and like, so those, and then growing my like page was one of them. And I think I have on here that I wanted to hit, where do I have it written down? I think it was like 10,000. Yeah. So 10,000 fans by the end of the year. And just since January, I went from 400 to 2,300. So that I'm like, I think I've got that one. So those are like my big goals for the year.
Melissa, do 10,000 by Summit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Push for 10,000 by Summit, and then that'll help you get to your 2-star as well.
This is true.
And I have to brag on Melissa because Melissa signed 3 new coaches from her like page, which is incredible. And I just have to like, I think sometimes they're like, oh, Holly has this like page and it's successful and I can never do it. And like Melissa's doing it. So it's possible.
It's been different, you know, because up until January, I didn't talk to anybody I didn't know. But I had run out of people to talk to. I felt like, you know, I was talking to a lot of the same people, or, you know, and I really think that, you know, jumping out of that comfort zone and really talking to people that I don't know, it's been way easier than you would think. And people open up like crazy to people they don't know. Yeah. Like I've had people come on there and just be like, you know, somebody in my family just passed away, and like I've been having anxiety issues and emotion. I'm like, you didn't even say hello to me first, but okay, like let's talk about it, you know? So I think it's not as scary as I thought it was going to be.
And Chelsea just jumped on the call, and Chelsea just started coaching. She signed up in December, but really started like January, and she's only been utilizing her like page, and she just hit 5,000 likes.
That's awesome.
And she just started in January, and last month Success Club 8 from like page. So it's work, and I'm sure Melissa will tell you and Chelsea will tell you, but it is possible. So I just have to put it out there because people think it's not possible, but it's work. It's work.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it for me. I was like, oh, I wanted to hit 500 by 3 months. And you're like, I'm almost at 500 by the end of the month. And I've been running my ads. I did my like page for 2 weeks now.
Yeah.
So like, it is so possible. And all the people I'm talking to over this month at His Success Hub are all cold market people.
Yes.
So it's pretty cool.
It's really cool. It's amazing. And it's so, I don't know for you guys. And you know, in the beginning, I utilized my personal page for a long time, like years, and it was wonderful. But there is some sort of like relief when you find your cold market and you like find your tribe of women who identify with you. And yeah, they come and talk to you and they're like, I just had my baby and I cannot lose this weight. Like, help me. Or like, you inspire me daily. You know, it's so nice to find that. So
I'm still trying to work on engagement on my page. I think that's kind of like the next piece is like I'm getting these likes and I'm realizing like there are some things like the people on my page, which is really funny, like to realize how similar they can be to you, because I find those like really funny viral like workout videos hysterical, like the one where the girl's like running on the treadmill like a crazy person or whatever. And every time I post those, I get like people commenting on them or like tagging other people in them. And so it's just funny how like you realize that the people you are attracting are so much like you.
Right. Yeah.
Which is super important. So
exactly. And that's how you know you've got you're targeting the right people in your ads, because the engagement will start to increase. So yeah. Push, like you said, oh my gosh, we're both Melissas, but Bono said like she was like 500, but you can do 500 a month easily, and Melissa, you can hit 10,000 by Summit. I know you can. I mean, Chelsea just hit 5,000 in 3 months. So you guys, you can do it. I think those are great. Those are great goals. Anyone else want to kind of share some of their goals that are going to go on their vision board?
I'll share. So my goal since I started was to hit Success on 10. That's like a small goal. And I'm really trying really hard. So I'm talking to like about 15 cold market people, and it's just like they just want to have conversations and I'm having conversations with them. And it's like constant messaging. Like I wake up to like 5 messages every morning, like, and then they constantly talk to me all day, but then it's like they just don't, like, I send them the link, and so it's frustrating because I'm talking to so many women, but then it's like you're not like, I know I'm doing the work. So Success of 10 is my goal for the whole year, so I'm really trying for that. Diamond by June, and I'm thinking like 2-star by February.
Yeah, I think if you can, I agree. You can be diamond by June. You can be diamond by Summit. You are going to be one of the Team TNT diamonds. You and Chelsea both, because you guys are success partners. I know, so I know you guys are both pushing for that. You'll be there, and I think you guys both should push for your 2-star by the end of the year. Nothing bad can happen, right? Push to get premier by the end of the year. I mean, the scary, right? Once you find those business building coaches that help to get you to diamond, all the trainings are there for them, right? The exact same trainings that you've done, just plug them into those trainings, plug them into the team pages. Melissa, your posts are incredible. And for you, it's just about having the confidence to say, yes, join me. And then, yes, you can also be a diamond coach, right? You know exactly what to tell people to get them there. So I think you can get premier.
I think it's more of like my confidence when I'm like talking to people, like even I'm actually more confident talking to cold market people than I am with warm market people. So because it's like a fresh start for me, but then but I'm not confident when I reach out to them as far as like my messages or my invites. So, or it's like I'm apologizing when they haven't even done anything, So I'm like, oh, well, no pressure, but so I just have to get out of that.
Yeah.
I'm loving the invite surge so far. So
good. Yeah. I hope that's helpful for a lot of people. It's just nice, I think, to see how other people invite. I think it's helpful.
And you do add, this is just a random question, you do add the people on your like page, you do add them as friends as well to your personal page, or you were when you were working from your personal?
Yeah, I was. And I do think, I think it's good. You're going to get to a point where it's going to be too many people to do that every day. So I don't do that anymore, but I think it's good to do. If you have cold market people who like join your sneak peeks, it's great to add them, and then you can message and follow up with them. So it's good for that follow-up message, so it doesn't just go into like the Ethernet somewhere and they never see it. But yeah, add them, and just like what I know you're thanking them for liking the page and everything. So,
but it's getting a little overwhelming because like I said, I'm waking up to like sometimes 20 likes one morning, and I have to message them all. And so now it's like I'm almost at 500. I'm like, do you message all these people constantly? But then it's like so hard to track like I'm writing everything down. I'm like, I'm trying to find a good tracker. So if anybody has a good tracker, like, I'm like, I don't know how to keep track of all these names, you know?
Yeah. So if you're look at the people who are liking the page, right? And this is also overwhelming and can be time consuming, but looking at the people and like looking at their profiles and seeing if they are like you, are they your avatar or are they just like not? If they're not at all, like I don't message them. And you know what? And I mean, I don't message anyone now who likes my page, just because, like you said, it gets to be too overwhelming. So if it gets to be too overwhelming, like stop for a day or two, and you can always go back and look at likes and find women to message. In terms of trackers, oh my gosh, I've used like so many different trackers.
I've been just writing it down, like literally on a piece of paper.
Yeah.
Hitting people, it's just, but I'm just like, it's so many names.
I know. That's what I was doing. And then I started using a Google Doc, just like copy and paste people in, and I'd put the date of like the last time I contacted them. And then I'd have a box that was like initial welcome email or talked about program or, getting to know you, just so I knew like where kind of they were. And I just started using, I mentioned this the other night, Streak, but it's for email. It's for Gmail. It's like an add-on you can add to your Gmail. So it's not super helpful in your Facebook inbox, which I think Facebook Messenger is a mess. Even like the new one where they're trying to like make it better, I lose people in there. I'm having the hardest time. So if I have people who are like super interested, I'm sending them a message. If they're like, hey, I'm interested in joining the group, can I have more info? I'm like, of course, like my Facebook Messenger is kind of a mess. Can you email me at so-and-so and I'll get back to you right away? And everyone's been fine with emailing me. And then I've been using Streak, which has been, I'm on a different computer. I wish I was on my other one because I could share Streak. I could screen share it to you guys, but maybe I'll just download it while we're on this call. But it really helps. It kind of creates that sales funnel. And so I track people by coaches, customers, potential coaches, potential customers, and then where they are. So my funnels are like initial email sent, pricing information sent, link sent, purchased challenge pack, and then added to challenge group, not right now, add to free group. So I've got like all these different funnels where I can kind of assign people. And then it also tracks the amount of days that you've gone between like contacts and between emails. So I can just go in there, I see their name and put notes, and I'm like, oh, it's been 3 days. I should probably like follow up with those people now. But it's only an email. And I think that's really hard if, when we're running our business on Facebook. So you do have to ask people to email you. So it's another, kind of step for them, or ask for their email and be like, hey, can I have your email? I'd love to email you that information. So that's another way to do it.
Melissa, have you tried Teamzy or heard of Teamzy?
No.
So Teamzy is kind of similar to what Holly's talking about with Streak, except you can import, and this is where it gets tricky because you can't import your like page people. You can only import your friends list. So for me, like it doesn't really come in handy anymore. But if you're adding everybody as a friend from your like page, it could be something that you could look into, but it's like $30 a month. You can get 1 month free trial. I believe it's still that way anyway. Like 1 month free trial. And then you import your friends list into Teamzy, and it actually, like, you can set up things where it's like, I want to contact, like, you can actually go through your entire list and be like, never contact this person, high priority contact, like, a maybe kind of person, and it'll bring them up every 3, 5, 30 days. Like you can set like the days that you want to message them. I used it for a little while, and then it was just like, I'm much more of like a paper pencil kind of person. So I reverted back to that and realized I wasn't using it as much, and so I didn't want to have the added expense, and so I just canceled it. Plus now with the like page, I'm not talking to anybody that is on my friends list. So
and Melissa, sorry, Melissa.
Go ahead.
Melissa, I would say I am about to cancel my Teamzy for the same reason. I'd say the free trial month is almost enough to like get organized, like do all that Melissa just described, and maybe an extra month. But now I'm kind of to the point where I'm like, I actually can do this on my own, you know, like, because I'm still using my personal page, even though I need to make a like page. But anyway, we'll get to my goals later. But I just went back to a Google Doc because I'm like, everything that Teamzy is doing for me, I really can do myself in a Google Doc, and I don't have to pay $30 for it. But it did help me to really see like what follow-up should look like and to hold myself accountable. Like if I log into Teamzy every day, I'm seeing the people I'm supposed to follow up with today versus next week. And that was helpful. But now I feel like I have a grasp of that and I don't need to pay Teamzy to do it anymore.
Yeah, I was doing the pen to paper because I'm a pen and paper kind of person. But I mean, because I just work better. But then I was like, I have all these highlighter colors, and now I'm getting confused on what color is what highlighter. So then I was like, okay, well, let me go into use an Excel spreadsheet.
So how do I need streak
Excel
also.
spreadsheet and try that. So I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, what I'm doing right now, Melissa, is just, I don't have it. I don't even know where it is. I have a little, kind of out of the dollar section at Target. And it just has a little spot for the date, and it's just a plain journal, and I write the date at the top, and then I write every name of every person that I contact because it's all from my like page. And then if I do contact people from like my Facebook page, I write them in there as well. But I have it under that date, and then I'll go back if like they respond to me the next day or that day, I'll put like a little mark by them. And then I know like, okay, I've talked to them. They've actually responded back. And so those are the people that I usually do the follow-up with.
Okay.
And it just, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I got this at the dollar section at Target too.
Great minds.
Like, all these like I'm like, what? And then I put like a legend. I'm like,
I've done the same thing.
I'm just like, and I'm getting confused. These are all like so many names. So anyway, I'll figure it out, but I just want to get more organized. Like, I think the more I try to get organized, the more unorganized I feel. So.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, guys. I was trying to get Streak installed. And, oh, here we go. Hold on. Continue with Streak. It's coming. And again, yeah. So the one thing about Teamzy, I agree, it can end up taking more time. But with Teamzy, you can also, here it is. Okay, perfect. You can manually enter people, so you can manually add people from your like page. So as you talk to them, you can manually add them in. I do know that top coaches in the company are using like Teamzy, but they have virtual assistants who are helping them import all the people they're talking to. So, it's a time suck. So if it's not a crazy amount of people, great. For me, just using a Google Doc was easy. Let me share with you guys, just so you can see it for future reference. So look how nice and clean this inbox is. I'm so proud of this. I did this today. Right? Like and Beachbody Live. So Melissa, you made me, I did register to become a
yay!
Summit. Yeah, so that's really exciting.
That's exciting.
So here are my pipelines. So you create these pipelines. So this is my potential customer. So these are 21 initial invites set. These are all the people that I sent my pricing info to. Sent link to purchase. These are my not right now. Purchase add a challenge group. I just created the challenge group yesterday, so I've added them all. So here's a few people that have added a challenge group. And then this is invite to free group because they said like it's a budget issue. So once I do my free group, I know I can just go back in there and find them. But it's really easy you can change the stage that they're in really easily. You're able to, open and see all your emails. For me, it's really easy. So potential coaches, these are all people that I'm talking to right now. And some of these, like I'm still working out like what I want to, name things. And, where I really need people, so like once I've sent them the welcome email, I also still have this saying, okay, well, here are my actual coaches. Here are the welcome emails that I've sent.
So are your welcome emails, like once they sign up to be a coach, that's like the welcome email that you send? Okay.
Yeah. So then I'm moving them from potential coaches into the coaches pipeline. And again, I just started this like, I don't know, a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. and using that. And then so customers purchase challenge pack, purchase program only, free group. So some of these do overlap because some of these purchase challenge pack people are also in like at a challenge group type stage. So I'm still trying to figure out the best way to use this, but for me, the potential customers tab is like what is kind of saving me. How long has it been? All the notes, like may have a coach, travel, has a coach, doesn't want to do Shakeology, pregnant with third, due in April. She wants to do Insanity Max 30. So like all of these different notes are really nice. And again, sent pricing info. So I think it's great if you can move to your inbox. Sorry, Melissa, what were you saying?
I'm sorry. Is it easy to set up once you have
Yeah, it's super easy. Like I did not have a lot of time to learn a lot, but there's two different, so I learned it from a Chelsea Pearson video. She's a top coach and she just had a YouTube video about it, but she mentions another coach who I can't remember her name, but if you just type in like Beachbody coaches streak tutorial, you'll get some like really good videos and they can show you exactly how to do it.
I think Melanie Mishro did like a video this morning, but I just saw it like really quickly. I didn't finish watching it, but
Yeah.
I think that.
Yeah. So,
But it's only for email.
it's only for email. Yeah. So that's the problem. Yeah. So this is totally turned away from the, sorry, from vision boards, guys. But hopefully it's useful information. Courtney, you mentioned your goals. What are some of your goals?
Yes, ma'am. Sorry, I was just eating on the call. I literally just walked in from a doula consult, which is one of my goals. I'm trying to work my way out of 4 different jobs. So I really, really want to grow my income. So for my specific goals, I want to hit, initially when I wrote this out, I said Success Club 5 or 10. I really want to hit Success Club 10 every month now that I've done it twice. It's just trying to figure out how to reproduce what I did in January and February. I'm just like, why am I having such a hard time? Like I'm at Success Club 4 and all these people are like, I'm going to purchase today. And I'm like, hello, what are you doing? So it's just like, I'm really also enjoying the invite surge because I'm really just trying to figure out how do I duplicate that month over month. And part of that, just listening to you all, is that I have not built out my like page yet. And that's one of my goals for this month is to build my like page and start growing my cold market and really targeting an audience because I'm not really sure exactly who that is. I have some ideas, but I think once I have my like page, I can start actually figuring that out. I want to hit diamond by the last Thursday of this month. I'm still pushing and still talking to some folks that either already have it, they're already coaching, but they're not doing anything Beachbody, or I have a really strong challenger or two that are already coaching within my challenge groups, but they just need that extra kind of push, but not too hard of a push.
Yeah, you're so close. You
have
have so many people who could be such incredible coaches. I'm like, it's killing me. So I know it's killing you.
Oh yes, I'm just like, please just know you're already doing this. I'm like, can I share my day with you so you see like you're actually probably doing more than I'm doing, you know? Yeah, so there's that. So I really want to hit diamond. My goal was diamond by the first quarter and then definitely 2-star by the end of the year. So that's important. And then I, for my own like personal goals, like fitness goals, I think it's really important because I've had a really strong transformation, but I've hit this plateau that I'm having a hard time like getting over. And I think if I can figure out for myself how to get over this plateau, then that will give me another market of people. So I have some goals, like I want to hit 175 pounds and fit. I have this pair of khakis that I wore a couple years ago, and I want to wear them again. So like I have those kind of goals. And then like some of my financial goals and my life goals with me and Ryan have to do like with this business being successful. So Ryan is a huge sports fan and all of his teams are not local, even though he's from this area, ironically. So like he's a Toronto Blue Jays fan and an Oakland Raiders fan. So like my dream is that I would actually take him to games like with his favorite teams in person to see them.
I love that, Courtney. That's such a good like personal goal. I love that.
Yeah, and I want to do that, and I want to also marry him. He's giving me a thumbs up from the closet. And we're gonna get married sometime soon, maybe. We'll see. We'll put a bookmark on that one. But so that's obviously a financial goal too. And then I still have like a huge student loan from UNC from my grad degree. And I have a little bit left at UVA, and I really just want to see those go away. Because I like want to buy a house and I have these other goals and I like want to pay cash for a car. But I feel like first I need to pay off some of the student loan debt, or at least pay it down. And being in the last surge group, it just made it feel so much more possible that I can actually pay off that stuff and not have it over my head, because I don't have any like credit card debt, so I don't have to get out from under that. But these student loans are they just make me sick, because they're like, oh, only pay us $55 a month. But I'm like, I'm going to be paying you forever, literally forever. And then just like also with being successful with the business, it will free me up for more time for like faith walk and church work, and being able to just be more intentional about, being the director of Christian education at my church. And what does that actually mean for somebody that has 4 jobs and can't possibly figure out how to do something else? So there's that. And I want to become a Zumba instructor, which has kind of been on my list like before Beachbody, and I love Zumba. So, but I just think that also like adds to my story. And then I'm really loving PD, and I love that I get to read more. So of course I have PD goals because I just finished the Slight Edge. And
have you done size, Courtney? Have you done the size program?
I have not. Maybe I should, huh?
You should totally do it. It's so fun. Everyone who says they love Zumba like love size.
Really? I was thinking about doing Country Heat next, but maybe I'll do size instead.
Yeah, I mean either one, but yeah, I know my Zumba people like loved size.
Well, that's actually a good suggestion, because I love Zumba so much, then I can be like, hey, all my Zumba lovers, what about size?
Exactly.
So that's a great suggestion. So I'll try that.
Yeah, size release. Those are the people that I got to buy it were all the Zumba people, and they loved it. And actually, I just had, when I did my size group, I mean, the very first one, it like released a long time ago, I had a boyfriend, girlfriend duo do it. Their first dance at their wedding was one of the size videos. That's so cute. One of the size ones. It's like the one that was like the sneak peek one. Yeah, and it's so cute. It's so cute. I'm gonna get like the actual video and share it on my like page. But they use like size.
That's awesome.
As their first dance video. That
is precious. Oh my gosh, I love that.
It's a great program for people who want to have fun.
That's so awesome. I can't wait until you share that video.
It's awesome.
Oh yes, I'm gonna look up size when we hang up. So.
I have a coach on my team who's a live size instructor too. So if you want to talk to her about like how it all works, I can get you her contact info. She is a dancer. She works at a dance studio. And so her like best friend owns it. And so they opened up an adult size class, and she's the instructor for the size class. I don't know how much she's doing it now. She just had a baby, and she just had a baby, so she was pregnant like for quite a while. But yeah, so I don't know how much she's like actually teaching the class, but if you want her info, I can get you that and let her know that you contact her just to kind of pick her brain on it.
Yeah, I would love that. Thank you so much. And I have been looking for my next program, and I was really going to do Country Heat, but I think I'm just going to do sides. And yeah, so those are kind of like the highlight of my goals, and just figuring it out. Like I want to be able to grow a business. I want to get some business building coaches, convert the people that are already in my network that I know are already doing it to actually do it. And then, and just really build that residual income that I'm starting to see, even getting paid every week, even if it's like $40, like that's a big deal for me to actually get a deposit from Beachbody every Thursday. So for my first goal is $500 a month. And then growing from there. So that's what
I love it.
so
I think they're all realistic goals, but also like push goals. So I think you've got a good mix.
Yeah.
So Erica, I'm sorry. You're here, you are from Dara's team which obviously is my team as well, but I just want to give you a chance to talk as well. Just about your goals or questions that you have, because I don't know you as much either, right? Because
no. Hi everyone, my name's Erica. I've been coaching since February of 2016. I have 2 other jobs in addition to Beachbody. So I'm a nurse and I own my own business, but the business that I own primarily runs during the summer, but right now is the time that it's really starting to kick up. So Beachbody for me is such a love-hate thing, and I know it's like that with you guys. Some months I'm crazy killing it and getting 30 and 40 Success Club points. And this month I have a big fat 0. So that's the biggest struggle for me. And I've been coaching and I have had crazy Success Club numbers over the last year, but I really struggle with finding quality coaches. So for me, that's really my goal for 2017. I know that I can hit Success Club. I've been successful with that pretty much, but it's just finding quality people. And I'll have one that I think is really great. And then it just is kind of ends up being a flop. So I think that's my biggest struggle, and my biggest goal is just getting some good quality coaches and starting to build my own team, because that's just not been something that I've been very good at. So
Erica, your numbers are amazing, and like your posts are great. You obviously have huge engagement on your page. Like I've gone and looked at your page because I'm like, who is this coach with these huge numbers? So
right.
Do you talk much about the coaching opportunity on your page?
I do within my challenge groups. I don't necessarily on my page. I feel like sometimes I'm confusing to people because I know my warm market especially knows that I'm a nurse. They know that I work full time. They also know that I have this other business. So then sometimes I feel like when I start talking to them about this third thing, they're like, what the heck is going on with this girl? Like, this is her third, what is she doing? Mm-hmm. And a lot of my market for Beachbody also falls into my small business market that I run, the business that I run during the summer. So it kind of gets a little complicated there, but I'm really trying to introduce it into my groups. Whereas for the longest time, I really didn't push it that much. It was just kind of like, oh, hey, if you want to do what I'm doing, let me know. And then that's it, So I'm working on engaging more with that, but I do not post that much about the coaching opportunity on my like page or on my personal page. And I need to be better at that.
Yeah. And especially your like page, because that's hopefully you'll eventually get into a cold market there and it won't be so much of that confusion for people. Right. But too, when you're hitting those big Success Club numbers and you're getting all those people in your group, that is a great place to find the coaches, right? And those are the people who are seeing results. So hopefully that'll.
Well, and I just love being on these teams and on these calls and stuff. It's really motivating because, I know we all have our days where we're just like, what the heck am I doing here? And this always like remotivates me, for the week and to get going. I love that we're having them more often. So it's really great.
Good. I'm glad. Yeah, I know. And sometimes I apologize. My calls always go way longer than Dara's and I talk more and I get really excited and I want to talk to everyone about everything. So, my team knows just drop off when you need to drop off the calls. But I love following you, Erica. I think you do an incredible job and obviously you're relatable and people are relating to you. So, I think are you a diamond coach right now? Oh, maybe frozen.
Sorry, I lost you guys for a second.
Yep, you're frozen. So are you a diamond coach right now? Oh.
Are you talking to me still? Yeah. Sorry, I lost you for a minute.
Erica. You're going.
Yeah, no, I'm Emerald, and I've been Emerald the whole time. At one point, I've had up to 30 coaches signed up underneath me, but never has anyone went Emerald. So it's just, I have a lot of discount coaches and a lot of people that say, oh, I haven't reached my goal, so I'm not quite ready, or I can never do what you can do. I'm so close. I'm literally like getting one more, and that's how I've been since like June of last year. So that's my biggest struggle for sure.
Okay. But you're so close. And so do you have a diamond goal date to hit diamond?
Summit
Okay.
for summer. Mm-hmm.
All right.
I actually was going to say like July 1st was my goal. So.
Okay. All right. Perfect. Yeah. With that many discount coaches, like you said, talking more about the coaching opportunity, you'll find those people. And obviously you can sign up discount coaches so you can recreate that with your coaches who decide to be business building. So yeah, you'll be good. Steph, how are you? I know you've been working on growing your like page and you've been working a million jobs as well. What's going on with you?
I'm still trying to kind of find my winning ad and making my way through the training. I don't know. It's a slow process and it's frustrating. And, I had a few different ideas. Like I rewatched the module about finding like your target audience or whatever. And I had a few different ideas for people to target, but, I feel like teaching is such a big part of who I am. And so I'm really looking for them to be my target audience, like those teachers. And I'm just having a hard time finding or like getting them to come to my page. And then also the engagement piece. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of been my focus right now, is just trying to build up my like page and build up the engagements. Mm-hmm. And try not to get super frustrated by the fact that it's not like super successful yet. So
yeah. And I think those are perfect goals. I mean, for you said, you feel like your warm market is pretty saturated. And so you want to work in that cold market. And so, that's where your focus needs to be, right? It's got to be on finding that network. And like Melissa was saying too, the engagement part is like the next hard part. So once you find that winning ad, that's like a big exciting time, right? Because you're getting more likes on your page, but then it's how do I engage these people and how do I start really making the connection? So, do you have like a like page, like number of likes or that type of goal set by a certain date?
I guess I haven't really thought about it. I think I'm around like just under 1,600 right now. Right. So maybe like somewhere between 5,000 and maybe 10. That's a big stretch, but 5,000 to 10,000 by the end of the year.
Yeah. Definitely. I think you could hit 5,000. If you find that winning ad, you can hit 5,000 by Summit, 10,000 by the end of the year. Mm-hmm. You really can. And like you said, you've already got 1,600. It's a great number. And hopefully, you'll connect with more of those people. You'll increase engagement.
Holly, when you use the term winning ad, what do you mean? You mean like you're the one that's attracting a lot of.
Right. So, I tell most of my coaches who are going to start a like page, I suggest that so the training, I'll say this, the training that I took was the Jesse Reagan Social Team Builder training. And what he does, he takes you step by step through how to find a winning ad so that you can attract people to your page. And so all the winning ad really is, it's normally a video. You target a certain audience. So you have to find like that winning audience. And the audience is very specific. So it's things like, for me, it's like Target Mom, Bye Bye Baby, like Orbit Stroller or Ergo or Lila Baby, right? It's like different brands. You got to combine a bunch of different brands and it targets people who kind of like all of those things. And then you put your video out there. You're normally just going to say, like my page for more, mine are like pregnancy workout videos or postpartum workout videos, and that's it. And normally only run it to mobile because it's the easiest to like on. And then you are able to track how much each like costs you. So every new person, what are they paying for your like? So your winning ad, you want something below 10 cents per like.
Okay.
So it's just kind of trying out your different audiences, trying out all your different videos, all your different wording. And then once you finally find something. So for me, I have one that's a pregnancy video that's a winning ad for me. And then one that's like a new mom, like me and Sam working out video. So I've got like 2 winning ads that I run to draw likes to my page. And I pay $3 a day, every day for likes. And that's kind of how I continue to grow. And then obviously the bigger you get and the more people are sharing your stuff, the more free likes you're getting. But yeah, that's kind of what winning ad means. So I know Melissa found her winning ad, Chelsea found hers.
And mine is actually still at like 11 cents.
Oh, you're right there though.
Yeah. So, but there are some days that I'll get on there and it's like 6 cents a like. And I had like 38 people like it, like on, I want to say it was like Sunday or something. And then of course Monday was a little less, you know, so it bumps up and down, but, and mine, and it's so crazy too, like trying to figure out that video because there's nothing special about the video. And if like I had a choice of what video would be the winning ad, it is not the video that I am running on my
Exactly.
So it's just really like trial and error and make a video every single day and test it out. And if it does really well, keep going. And if it does really well for a week, like fantastic. But that was really it for me. It was like, it was the randomest video. I spent like all afternoon with my daughter one day, like trying to do a mommy and me video because that's what I really want to target is like moms and working out with kids and that you can actually have time. Like I just went and had a table at an insurance place. They had like a ladies' night out. And it was like, everybody was like, oh, I have kids. I don't have time. Oh, I have kids. I don't have time. And I was like, these are the exact people that I'm trying to target. But that was not my winning video. My winning video is some like random spider push-up video.
It's crazy. Chelsea, go ahead. Sorry, I've got to jump off this call in a minute to put Sam to bed. But Chelsea, I want to hear your goals.
Okay, I was also going to say on my winning ad, I ran like 3 at one time. And what I looked at was like what Holly's winning ad was and Ashley Laughlin's and, you know, people have been doing it. What did it look like? And it was clean. It was bright. And they had their kids in it. So I kind of like mimicked that. And then I also ran one of my posts that did really well. That was like a workout video with me and my baby in it. And that ended up being my winning ad. And it's at like 6 cents a like. So I would just kind of look at other people's and see, you know, if they're running it, it's probably working and then go from there. I have like a million goals. I have like so many traveling goals, like places I want to go with my family, Walt Disney World. I want to go on ski trips like every winter to Colorado. I want to go to Paris with my hubby. I have a crap load of student loan debt that I need to pay off. So I have like, it's almost $100,000 of student loan debt. So I'm making payments, but obviously I don't want to pay it the rest of my life. So I want to get that paid off. Initially, like I kind of made a lot of small goals for myself for Beachbody, like my income. I want to be able to pay my own car payment by myself with my Beachbody income and my student loan payments by myself. And in the next 3 years, the biggest goal is that I want to be able to bring my hubby home so he doesn't have to work. And he was like the biggest skeptic when this whole thing started. And now it's funny because he just signed up as a coach and now he's like talking to all his buddies at work about it. And he has 2 guys he wants to sign up. He's drinking Shakeology and like he's helping me meal prep on Sundays. He was like cutting up like the fruit and stuff. And I was like, somebody pinch me. Like, how did this happen?
It's amazing too when you like start seeing that success and they're like, oh, maybe this can be legitimate.
It's so crazy.
Yeah.
So it's really exciting. The biggest goal is probably bringing him home so we can do it together. And we live in Texas now, but we want to move closer to my family who's in Iowa. So that's like one of our biggest goals, to be able to just have that freedom to move where we want, spend time with our kids, be close to family, pick up and go if we want to go somewhere and not have to worry about, you know, work and stress of a job and all that stuff. So
awesome. When is your diamond goal date?
June.
Okay. You can do it.
too, Chelsea.
You can do it. Oh, I see. I was like, Melissa, you're really quiet. I didn't see your video. So I was like, are you there?
I know, I could barely hear you. I didn't know who it was.
My computer died, and of course, when I went to go reconnect, you guys can't even see me. Like, technology is not my friend.
You're good.
It's okay. We're going to hit diamond together, so.
Yes. Yeah. And yeah, Chelsea, I after these 3 years in France, I'm saying the same thing. I'm like, 3 years, I want to bring David. I want to be able to move anywhere we want to move and like just do it and let him do whatever he wants. So I'm with you. Let's push to get our husbands home in the next 3 years. We can do it.
I feel like once he's home, I would have so much more time to like spend on the business that it would probably just explode. So it would be such a huge help to have him home.
Have you followed Jamie Fitzpatrick? He's like number 7 or 8 in the company. Him and his wife run it together, and they're incredible. Really? Yeah, so follow them, and you can see how husband and wife do it.
Yes, I need to look it up.
Yeah.
They do great live like workout videos in the morning, and like they're just so flipping cute and like.
And they just started like a year ago.
Yeah, and he's number 4. Yeah, and she was like number 63 or something like that. And they have only been doing it for like a year.
Yeah.
My goal is to do a live video working out, but I'm like, oh my God, I might die in one of these few rounds. I can't even make it. That's my goal, is to go live and do like a round of workouts. I'm like, I can't even make it through his warm up sometimes.
I've thought about doing that too, be like announcing ahead of time, being like, hey, want to work out together? Let's do like, come live at this time and let's like do a workout together. But
I've thought about it as well. The same exact thing that you're talking about, Holly. But I'm like, I might make a fool of myself.
Yeah. And trying to get Sam to like cooperate would just be like a show. I don't know what the kids doing.
I did live challenges in our free group, which worked out pretty well. Like,
yeah.
When is Beachbody gonna make it live available on the app?
I don't know, but I know they're working on it. But I don't know when it's gonna happen.
It's such a pain for rear end.
I know. I just recorded videos last weekend, so for my groups, and it was exhausting. Anyway, all right. So we didn't do any vision board building, but hopefully just like talking about goals helped. I am probably not tonight because I've got other work to do and I got to go get Sam to bed. But my goal is this weekend to work on my vision board and then get it posted in our team page, just so you guys can see it and to hold myself accountable to some other people. Again, I use PicMonkey or Canva. And Chelsea, what was the app that you use?
It's called Hay House Vision Board. It's Hay, Hay House.
Okay, yeah. So
and that's on your phone or on the computer?
It's an app on my iPhone.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's another probably faster way to do it than like PicMonkey sometimes takes me forever and I become a perfectionist and stupid because really just getting your goals up there is all you need. So don't be a perfectionist and just do it.
Hay House also has like a little separate thing where you can put like bullet point goals and then you can also create like a vision board. So you can have both.
Awesome. Okay, great.
I'm looking it up now. What was it again?
Hay House. Hay.
House.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to learn how to use this. I'm so like technology deficient.
Well, there's also, I think Katie Hefner's the one who has a ton of PicMonkey tutorials that are awesome. And I think they're actually, some of them are linked on our team website too. The ones that I use, like erasing backgrounds and that kind of stuff.
Well, you're right with the PicMonkey. It took me too long to like make a cover photo. So I was like, I just stick to Canva. And now my group cover photos are like super simple. It took me 5 minutes to do my next group. I'm like, I can't spend.
That's the smartest way to do it. Don't waste time on graphics.
Yeah. It's just.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna go put Sam to bed. Hi, Mr. Bunny man, come here. You wanna say hi? Dad put you in your Easter Bunny outfit. Say hi.
Pajamas and pink.
Oh, it's jammy and bedtime, isn't it? Yes. Yes. Thank you guys for staying on. I know this was long, but hopefully at least it inspired you guys to keep pushing. I know it gets me excited every time I get to talk to you guys. So it's so fun. Playtime too. Yes. All right. Have a good night.
Bye. Have a good
Bye.
night.
Bye.